Just some celebrity acting like a leader.
No sucking, no joke, and no playing games. He's America's civil rights leader, the rebel, Al Sharpton.
Keeping it real. I'm your host, Reverend Al Sharpton, and we are back. Joining me as he does every Wednesday, the second hour of the show, is our co-host, and we all know him. He is the political strategist, contributing editor to TheRoot.com, and, of course, the host of Reality Check on our affiliate, WURD Radio in Philadelphia, Mr. Charles Ellison. How you doing, Charles?
Reverend, how you doing, sir? It's good to be with you, as always.
Good to be with you. And again, let me say to listeners, as I did the first hour, tomorrow we're following up. I'm hitting the road following up the convention, and we're having a big march and rally in Tallahassee, Florida tomorrow to stand up for disenfranchised ex-felons can't vote, 1.6 million, and on gun legislation at the Tallahassee, at the state capitol of Tallahassee, Florida. Meet Reverend Holmes, our Tallahassee chapter president, the head of the National Baptist Convention, the bishop at AME Church, all of us, 12 noon, I'll be there tomorrow. All of you in South Alabama and South Georgia, as well as Florida, meet us there. You know, Charles, you have raised about the difference when black people are, quote, criminals and white people are allowed to be invisible. Explain that.
Right. You know, we saw this play out over the weekend, Reverend, with this very tragic shooting of 4 people, the killing of 4 people. Really, it was about 8 people who were shot, 4 killed, and right outside of Nashville, Tennessee, in that Waffle House. And we looked at the treatment, the media treatment, you know, sort of the national conversation treatment of, and also the arrest of the shooter, this white man, Travis Ryan King, 29 years old.
Hold 1 minute, Charles, because I want to break in. I have to go to Live Line because we all also saw, and it's in line with what you're talking about, we saw this police incident in another Starbucks that involved Chikessa Clemens, where she was dragged, her breast shown, and Attorney Benjamin Crump is there with her. Let me go to the hotline. Attorney Crump.
Reverend Al, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being with us last week.
Yes, sir. And again, Rev, I you know, every time I call, we calling in the defense of our people. And this time we're calling for Shakisha Clemens. In Mobile, Alabama, she was at a Waffle House, her and her friends, and the police came and did things you would not expect from the most hardened criminal, Reverend Al. An unarmed black woman, it's all on video. They assaulted her, they body slammed her, they threatened her, said, I'm going to break your arm. They choked her and brutalized her. And this is an unarmed black woman. And you compare, when you watch that video, to all these young white men who have been confirmed murderers and see how they treat them versus how they treated one of our sisters. And that's why we're just outraged at the Saraland, Alabama Police Department and the response from the Waffle House Corporation that everything was justified how they treated this sister. It is unacceptable, Will. Unacceptable.
So tell us is she there with you?
She is here with me, and I'm going to let her speak to you, Will, but they charged her with bogus criminal charges, so she can't say too much. But
right.
Her mother can say, so I'm going to give Shakisha Clemens the phone. She's becoming a hashtag. I mean, Common and Chance the Rapper and T.I. and everybody have been speaking out about how we got to defend our sisters, and you can't treat our sisters like this. So here's Shakisha Clemens.
Hello.
Yes, Shakisha, Reverend Al Sharpton, thank you for coming on. First of all, we're outraged on how you were treated. And I'm not going to ask you about the criminal case and all because you have to defend it. But clearly, you were treated in a way that we do not see people of other colors treated. And we are certainly going to stand with Attorney Crump and challenging this local police department, and anything we need to do, including being down there, we will do it. This is outrageous to have you exposed like that body-wise, and harm to your body is just an outrage.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys are giving.
Now, how are you doing?
Mentally, I'm not mentally stable at the moment. I can't sleep at night. I can't eat. I have a daughter. She's sick. She can't sleep. She's constantly waking up crying. So it's kind of hard on me right now.
Well, I don't want you to give away anything that they could say testimony-wise. Let me talk to your mom so she can give us a background on this.
Yes, sir. No problem.
All right.
Hello, this is Shakita.
Hi,
Miss Howard, wherever now.
Yeah, tell us what happened that you know, because you're not facing the case. Tell us as much as you can share with us, because I'm outraged by this. I'm ready to join any way we can coming down to Mobile to support your daughter.
Yes, sir. Just my kids going in to eat one night, wanted a couple of items and just was completely disrespected. We had to they had to end up charging us to pay for silverware, which was not a problem, but then to just continue to taunt them in reference to trying to argue and make a little something out of nothing. Get a phone call and see the video which was revealed to me that my daughter had been slammed on the ground by 3 white police officers and exposed, choked and exposed on live TV, on the phone, and it just was horrible. It was just horrible.
Yeah, we saw the video. I've never seen anything as graphically disrespectful.
Yes, sir. It was very disrespectful. So now we're in the process of finding out what really happened. We had 2 young ladies that did come forward. White women came forward and told us, hey, what they saw, and it's not what they have reported.
All
they
right.
have contradicted what they have said.
Well, I know you got the right guy there building up the case. Thank you so much, and I'll be seeing y'all soon. Let me talk back to Attorney Crump.
Hello, Rail.
Yeah, so where are you going to take this, Attorney Crump? Let me know what we need to do. If we need to come to Mobile, we there. You know that.
We're going to need you to come, Rail, because the Waffle House Corporation has adopted the statement that everything the police did was justified to these young women. And if we don't stand up for our young women, then they're going to keep disrespecting our young women. Today, Shanika Clemens survived, but if we don't respond to this, she's going to become the next Sandra Bland.
That's right. Well, what are the injuries that she's incurred? I know she was absolutely exposed, and that's injury enough. And she just said tonight. Are there other injuries?
Yeah, they sprung her arm, and then also when they slammed her down, we're getting a check for a concussion. But the biggest thing, was the mental anguish of being a black woman, and they can treat you any kind of way, and it doesn't matter. They told her literally on the video, and I invite all your audience just to go to YouTube and look at Waffle House, Alabama arrest, and you will see how the police say, I'm going to break your arm. And you're like, whoa, where's that in the police policy that you can say that to somebody? And you will see that the whole time, Reverend, that all she's saying is, I want the number for your corporate representative because we feel we have been mistreated. They said that the people had to pay for plastic utensils. Now, people go to Waffle House every day and had never heard of people having to pay for utensils. Is this just something for African Americans? We intend to ask all these questions to see if there's a pattern. I know the state NAACP is having a town hall meeting on Thursday, but I know we're going to need the National Action Network to come and make sure that they cannot assassinate the character of this young sister who doesn't have a criminal history. She's never been convicted of anything.
This is amazing. Now, I saw the video yesterday. It was unbelievable. And we're right there. We support the NAACP town hall Thursday night, and we'll do whatever National Action Network needs to do to come support it. I'm in Tallahassee tomorrow with your pastor, but you just let me know what we need to do.
We were talking to Tallahassee Rev to come up with an action strategy, because I mean this from the bottom of my heart, National Action Network. If they can do this to Shakisha Clemens, who hadn't killed anybody, who is unarmed, then you see how Stephon Clark happens. You see how Terrence Crutcher happens. They just see black, and they feel that they don't have to give us any respect at all, not just as American citizens, but as human beings. I saw my sister, I saw my daughter, I saw my wife when I saw her being slammed to the ground, and I said, well, this is unacceptable. And as long as I got breath in my body, we're going to defend our black women. And that's why I'm calling the U.S. always, Rev, because, you know, we have to take it to the next level and let America know, whether it's Mobile, Alabama, Sacramento, California, all over the nation, all over the world, we will defend unapologetically our people.
Absolutely. And this happened at a Waffle House, and they're saying that what the police did was justified. Well, we're going to have to deal with Waffle House. There is no question about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Rev. Thank you for always answering.
All right,
the bell.
thank you. We'll be talking in Tallahassee tomorrow. Charles Ellison, there's an example of